Buckle up, buttercups. It's gonna be a wild ride in 2024. What's up, guys and gals? It's Backwoods. How y'all doing?
Man, let me tell you something. It's cold out here. It's like 33 degrees, and it's cold and moist and damp, and it's just kind of like been snowing all day, and I hope I don't catch pneumonia, because I can just hear someone say Backwoods that you're old and you're going to catch pneumonia and all that good stuff. But anyway, y'all, I'm just having fun out here, man. I enjoy sitting out in my shop. I like doing things around here, yada yada.
Anyway, so I was just sitting here thinking, and I was like, about growing food and shit hits the fan. That's something, again, we talked about over there on Prepper Nation,
I talked about a friend. I say friend, I really never met the guy in person, but I think we could be friends, honestly.
Italian Hillbilly. One of his sayings, I've been watching this guy a long time, and one of the things he says is beans, band-aids, bullets, water, and knowledge, because knowledge is something you can't take away from you. So one of the things I want to talk about is the knowledge aspect of this, and the food as well, the beans.
So I'm not going to tell y'all what seeds to go buy. That's up to you. Do your research, get that knowledge, because if I recommend a certain seed vault or seeds, and everybody's, there's going to be people that says them ain't no good, this ain't no good.
And the main reason why I don't want to offer any kind of perspective on which seeds to get is because you need to go to your region. Do you a quick
Google search,
and when you do a Google search, look up your region. Find out the things that are the most efficient, that grow the best, and also things that you can grow in the natural vegetation that grows around your area, your region. And the reason why I say the natural vegetation is because when shit hits the fan, you're not necessarily gonna just want to have a garden. One of the ways I think you could hide your garden is to grow it in the natural vegetation. Of course, when you have things like tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff like that, you're
it's going to be real easy to spot, right? I mean, you can't help but see a tomato or cucumber. So,
but what I am talking about is your greeneries. Your things like your lettuces and your spinach and your kales and all, just all these different kind of greeneries that is real nutritious for you and stuff that you can grow real easy. So the natural vegetation, see, if you get stuff and practice with it now, things that you can grow in natural vegetation, so you're not necessarily building a garden, you're not doing all the stuff. Practice with that now, because shit hits the fan. People may come through, whatever.
I know, there's people out there, ain't nobody coming through my property. Okay, cool, I got you.
But anyway, so if you grow this food, in the natural vegetation, it can be easily overlooked if someone don't understand exactly what they're looking for, and not to mention the fact that when they're moving through an area, they may not necessarily be there to find food. They may just be there, passing through, whatever it may be, and may not notice these greeneries and such that are growing in natural vegetation. So you need to look up
on the quick Google search, and
when you do that, what happens is that you figure out the seeds that you need for your area. You may have a lot of pines. Look up the seeds in your region and figure out the ones that grow, that can grow around that type of area. You want plants.
And it may be something you don't even like to eat right now, but I can promise you, when it comes down to the shit hits the fan, Man, you gonna be over there, ain't gonna be like, dang old man, I wish I had something to eat, man. I mean, dang, I'm hungry, man, old belly kicking, no backbone, like, thump, man, I'm just hungry, man. This growling, man, woke me up the other night, man, 'cause I was scared, man, dang old thing, man. And old belly growling and just whatever.
Anyway, like I said, I'm having fun tonight, but it may not necessarily be something that you like to eat now, but I can promise you when shit hits the fan and that belly gets hungry, you'll eat a whole lot more shit than what you may not eat now. But anyway, just like I said, look up your region, figure out the seeds that grow the quickest, the most efficient, and also the ones that have that are easy to regenerate. You know, you can just put the certain stalk or, you know, the root or the head part, you know, and you can put it in some water and you can start to regenerate this. You want to find things that will grow in natural vegetation, these kind of things that I'm talking about.
But the whole main key important thing is that don't try to grow a fucking pineapple tree just because you like pineapples, if pineapples won't grow in your area. Because if you're trying to grow something that don't grow well in your area, or that may not grow well, you're just wasting space.
And you got to put a lot of work into it. You may not want to actually have to be able to be outside at long periods of time. We got to think about these things when shit hits the fan. The more you're outside, the more you're seeing. The more things that you're out there doing, people get curious when they see you and they say, what is this guy doing? And they may watch you for a couple of days. And they may figure out what's going on. The main thing is like I said, try to find stuff that you can hide in natural vegetation around your property, around your area. It may not even necessarily have to be on your property. Maybe you got a little slip of woods out back behind you there where you can slip down and around and have a place, you know, 100 feet, you know, 50 yards, 75 yards from your property, someplace that you know you can slip down to, and you know they may not, you know, if somebody's watching you, they may not necessarily see you, you know, slipping down there and back, because you may do this at night. You know, you got moonlight, things like that. If you let your eyes adjust to the dark, you can see better, you know, without any kind of light, if you give it a little, you know, a few minutes. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, the region you are in is very important on the things you're going to try to grow. And you want to try to grow things that grow in your region that are efficient, they grow easy, that you don't have to put a lot of work into. Beans, band-aids, bullets, water, and knowledge, like Italian Hillbilly likes to say. I like the knowledge part, because what I'm telling y'all keys into the food part, you know, that knowledge of knowing what to grow, knowing what. And then, you know, we can get into a whole nother level on that, you know, food, plants, tree bark, things like that that's actually edible in your area. These are things you're going to want to look up as well for your region. Make sure that you understand and learn the plants that you are looking at, because some plants in some regions look one way, and then in the you know, and they're edible, and then in the other region they look the same way, but they are not as edible. So just make sure you do your research. Knowledge. Remember, when you prepare your mind properly, things will fall into place.
Just Google search it.
Backwoods out.